Hey everyone, welcome to Studio VODIUM, where we help people deliver better on video. I'm Camille, one of the founders of VODIUM, alongside our marketing manager, William. William, can you please let us know what topic we're tackling today?
Hey everyone, this topic is something we get asked about all the time from our customers, and it is what is an activation key and what is the importance behind Vodium's activation system?
Love it. I'm going to share my entire screen and show you my Vodium and go in depth about activation keys. But as an owner of Vodium, this is something that has kept me up at night. When we built Vodium about 4 years ago, we considered all different types of ways we could build the application. If you've seen another video, we built Vodium as a desktop application. This was super important because desktop applications allow Vodium to enable the functionality to remain on top of anything and also to use transparency. Now, a majority of applications as we know it are web-based applications, which means you go online and you sign in via single sign-on, which is through an email connection, right? Usually it says, do you want to connect via Google, Microsoft Teams, you name it. Another thing is email validation. So similar to Vodium's customer portal, you enter in your email, you receive an inbox within your email, and you verify your subscription that way. But like I mentioned, Vodium is a desktop application for some very important reasons, and what we think enables better and more effective communication on video. So, if you want to begin a subscription after your 7-day free trial, we have users come back to our website and sign up for a subscription. Once you sign up for the subscription, you will then be emailed a 24-digit activation key. So let me share my activation info. It's asking me to launch a new update. I'm going to say later, but here's my activation key. It's a 24-digit code. You want to copy and paste your activation key exactly how you see it, hyphens and all. So once your key is activated, then Vodium will be able to pop up every single time once you need it for a video meeting, presentation, you name it. So another reason why we chose an activation key is we needed to track if the app is validated and a user can actually use it. So that helps us as a business so we can ensure that paying customers are using our application. Another reason why this desktop application and activation key system is super awesome is we have big businesses that take their security very seriously. So the activation key system may be a way of the past, but it is still highly regarded and still works. And the only information that we collect is validating your activation key. So once you're on your computer, you're on your Wi-Fi, you're accessing Vodium, you're entering in your activation key, or it's already entered. The only call that we receive to validate your subscription is a call to our server validating that activation key. Anything else that is in Vodium, we do not see. So that is super important for security teams at big companies, like I mentioned. But an activation key is a way of the past of how we track subscriptions and validate that users are paying and are within their subscription terms. And desktop applications don't really adapt to how many applications are used and people sign in today. So if you're familiar with Zoom or Microsoft Teams, you can sign into your account via the internet, via the web-based application. But to really have a streamlined and smooth process, those companies also ask you to download a desktop application and experience. So, another thing that happens with our desktop application and with having activation keys, and similar to experiences like Zoom, is once in a while you will get reminders or updates, just like you saw earlier in this video. Those are other ways that with the activation key, we can enable updates to your desktop application. So this is a very technical question. There are so many ways to improve, but right now, Vodium is super simple. When you want to access the app, you'll need an activation key. A key distinction, though, is if you want to make changes to your subscription, like updating your payment information, then you can use the customer portal link. Or if you want to add more people to your subscription or change your subscription type, then you need to email support@vodium.com. So, William, I'm about to wrap up. Before I wrap up and we wrap up here, is there anything I'm missing or anything you'd like to add?
That was so helpful, and thank you for explaining all of that for us, Cami. Do you guys ever plan to eliminate the activation codes?
Yes, 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 yes. So we are a female founded startup. Mary and I aren't coders ourselves, but over the years of building a technical product, we consider ourselves more technical every single day. Now, removing activation keys will be super awesome and would be something we'd love to institute. But it's just going to be a little complicated of how we go there, and it may be a whole different process of how people access our application. So we do want to change it eventually. Right now, it's really awesome. I think one of the biggest pain points and confusion, which is a pain point I'm willing to bear for now, is people are used to accessing their payment and customer information all in one spot. So I'll paint it back to the example I made with Zoom. So another application is Slack. Slack you can access via their web portal, their web application, by going into the internet, going to slack.com, and then putting in your customer information that then will bring you to the Slack platform. But it will then lead you to download their desktop application, because most of these companies know that their desktop application experiences are preferred because it always lives on your desktop app. And these are applications that people use every single time. But when you are within your desktop application, such as Slack, such as Zoom, when you want to update your payment information, you usually have to go back to the web-based application, right? To the web portal. So I would say Vodium is very similar in that way. To access our tool at its best point, you have the desktop application. But anything that involves your customer information, your billing information, you will have to access our web customer portal. I don't know how this will change in the future, but many people are used to single sign on and email validation, like I mentioned before. So, however, we can make this more streamlined and have everything in one place is definitely one thing we want to implement. Another way in which we may update this information is not get rid of activation keys, but include a button on our settings panel that allows users to then access their customer information via a link within the app, right? Making where they need to go for information more central. So it's a great question. It drives us to build and do better by our customers. So thank you for asking. Okay, I think that's it. Yet again, thanks for tuning into Studio Vodium. Please subscribe to our page and comment below and let us know what videos would be helpful for you to become a better communicator on video. And don't forget to download Vodium today. Thanks, you all.
Thanks, guys.